this?
Oh yeah,
You were there. That was your first year there.
He had like 4 drinks in front of him. What'd you say? Scotch and
water, I believe, is what he drinks. But he had several different types of drinks with him.
He had so many that he couldn't hold them all, and he's like, "Can you hold this? Where can I put these?"
Trying to talk boxing
But he
here.
actually he misspoke there. He said junior middle. He meant junior Walter.
I believe it was junior Walter that he. Well, I guarantee that's what he meant.
Yeah.
I believe he said junior middle though. That was just a mistake. It's not that big of a deal, but he touched on some things that I wanted to expand upon here. We've got a few more minutes until our next break. By the way, thanks a lot, YouTube, for only allowing us 10-minute portions. Yeah, we love that. I used to love really riffing for half an hour.
Well, the good news is you got 10 minutes to rip this up here, because YouTube screwed us as well as Ustream is screwing us tonight. So you got 10 minutes to rip up Bolo or Bert Sugar's interview.
I don't need 10 minutes to do that. But what? You start a new one?
Yeah, we had to start a new one.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, well, very cool. I would have put my money where my mouth is.
But if you didn't catch that segment of Bert Sugar, we'll put just the audio up on the Bolo Punch site, and you'll be able to catch that later on if you're on YouTube.
That's easy, yeah.
And that's bolopunchboxinghour.com. But now, what do you want to tear up on Bert Sugar?
No, I wasn't looking to tear up anything. I just wanted to touch upon it. He says that he does not believe that Manny Pacquiao can stop Ricky Hatton. Our Ustream chat room is all ablaze with that right now.
I kind of disagree with him as well. I just remember seeing Floyd Mayweather being so quick to step around Hatton and punch him in the side of the head and put him into that post, and then him fall down. It was just like, wow, he just can't take the speed. Pacquiao is just as fast as Mayweather, if not faster.
Ooh, I don't know there, dude. You just dropped me off at the corner there. I'm sorry.
He is.
He's not faster than Floyd. No one's faster than Floyd.
I don't know if he hits as hard as Floyd. Floyd hits harder than a lot of people think.
Yes, he does. Now, as far as power goes, I almost want to go Pacquiao over Mayweather as far as power. Speed, I don't know.
I think he's going to mess Hatton over, dude. But he was also talking about the odds being wrong, and I'm sure Taylor's another favorite this week coming up. And I mean, they've been getting it wrong, big fight after big fight. And,
well, he named several fights right there that the odds were a bit off, to say the very least.
And that's probably why the Sands stock is going down right now, right?
They're just betting dollars. They're not betting like the lobby.
Who knows what they're betting?
I'm betting the 3rd floor on this fight. Hot damn.
But yeah, it's going to be a tough fight for Hatton. We're going to have to see if, like you said, you don't think Floyd Sr. is doing anything going to help him out that much. At this point in his career, it's a little bit late to get a new trainer to try teaching the old dog new tricks.
That's exactly what I just said to. Well, I conducted about 12 different interviews yesterday. I just every fighter that I've got their phone number, I just attacked them. Just all over. Yeah, just say hi. No, I'm writing a big article for the website about the.
It'll be up 3 weeks after the fight. I'm just kidding, man. You did a great job last time you did that.
The last time you did it wasn't very cool.
No, it was really cool.
This is the same thing. This is the same thing. Listen what a loving group this is. I'm going to rip you apart. Oh, no, it's cool.
No, just
it's cool. It's good.
That's how we do.
That is how it works around here. But no, I'm going to try and even surpass what I did last time. But and what fight was that? That was Hopkins against Jones. No, that was Jones against Calzaghe. That's what it was that I wrote that one for. Because I remember talking to BJ Flores about that. And he goes, oh, man, depends on if Roy shows or not. But I spoke to him yesterday as well, BJ Flores. And he is flat out saying Hatton is going to win.
Wow.
He's just flat out saying it. He goes, I respect people's weight. I respect people's natural weight. He goes, I don't think that we need to be putting so much emphasis on the fact that Manny Pacquiao beat and stopped, essentially, Oscar De La Hoya. He said this was a burned out Oscar. This is not the prime Oscar.
Yeah, but it's not just Oscar. He did it to Eric Morales. He did it to David Diaz. Then he did it to Oscar De La Hoya.
Yes, he did, and he did it
to all of them. And you looked at every one of them and go, "It's time for them to retire."
I didn't say that about David Diaz.
He made David Diaz look bad, though.
He did make David Diaz look bad, but even David Diaz sat there and said,
"You can't."
He said, "Why would I want a rematch with that guy?" I said, "Well, you're looking for the rematch." He goes, "No, man, it wasn't even close.
Why do I
He
want
blew
to
me
go
out of the water."
What, I want to go get punched some more?
Well, the worst part about the David Diaz fight, and we love David. I mean, he has more than, sometimes we'll say, a fighter is a good friend of the show. David Diaz is our friend. Okay,
Yeah.
We hang out with him on a pretty regular basis. In Chicago, we'll be seeing him tomorrow night. Actually,
his boy Popoka's fighting.
Yeah. He is just a superhero in Chicago.
Yes.
People stop what they're doing to watch him, and it's not like I didn't pull out a Pacquiao program and have him sign it. That was the weirdest part because it's Diaz is the champion, so he's holding up the WBC belt. It was actually a Boxing Digest magazine, and then there's this giant Pacquiao head. So he goes and writes David Diaz in his big scrolling type, and then he goes right over the Pacquiao face like he's gonna put a mustache on it and put a black eye on it. And I said, "Hey man, go ahead. You want to make it worth 3 times more? Scribble all over Pacquiao's face." He goes, "No man, that guy tattooed me." So I thought that was pretty funny. They make and I would never sell it. I'm just making a joke about it, but I thought that was really cool. So Bert Sugar, he does not think that Pacquiao can stop Hatton. He does think that Hatton can stop Pacquiao, even though he is going with the odds as he said it. It's 2.5 to 1 for Pacquiao right now in Vegas. He says that if there's a stoppage, it will be Hatton stopping Pacquiao. Can you really envision a scenario where Hatton stops Pacquiao in this fight? The meteoric rise that Pacquiao's been experiencing?
I just don't see how he could wear Pacquiao out.
It would have to be brute force.
Ever since the second fight against Eric Morales, Pacquiao has just become such a great boxer. He doesn't get wore out in fights. I mean, he doesn't. Now that he has a jab to go with his power, he's become obviously the pound for pound best fighter. So I mean, Hatton used to be at the top of that list. In recent years, he's slipped down. He's not even on most people's pound for pound list. He's not on the Soda Popinski list, my list.
Well, then he's not a good fighter.
Oh, he's done.
He's not a good fighter.
I wouldn't say he's not a good fighter. But,
no, I'm kidding. But hey, Mike Tyson's the champion on your damn list, so it's got to be good.
Yeah, get out of the '80s, will you?
Obviously, that's a little bit of a joke with the whole Popinski thing, but
I'm kidding. No, well. Over on the message board over here, I'm pointing to it like it's really over there. That's just the screen. Yeah, well, all of our listeners are sitting right over here, but that's the monitor that we're actually watching what they're reading. But interestingly enough, they disagree big time. And I disagree. The chin can improve over time. Elmer Fudd, Steen. I think your chin is in direct proportion to the defense that you protect that chin with.
Well, not only that, you can also learn to tuck your chin. If you can keep your chin close to your body, you're not going to get knocked out as much.
Has to do with your leg work. Has to do with where is your weight distributed when the punch lands on your chin. If you're on the balls of your feet leaning forward and you get hit on the chin, that's going to be way different than if you're in a retreat getting hit on the chin. If you're in a retreat, you're pretty much headed that direction anyway.
I'm just interested to see, though, if now Floyd Mayweather's is trying to teach Hatton to not put everything into every punch, to kind of pitter-pat a little bit every once in a while.
It's okay to box.
Yes, and that's what he's
not always his best thing.
And that's what he's trying to teach him to do a little bit more of, so he won't get hit as much.
Because when you throw a big shot, you leave yourself open for a second.
We're gonna have to see if that old dog can get taught new tricks in this one, and I mean, it took a while for Pacquiao to develop that jab. Let's see if it took a while for Hatton to just develop clear boxing skills. We've seen it with Barrera.
Yes.
Now we did see it with Barrera.
We have to go ahead and take our break. So good point. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with all the fights that are going to be getting us through the week. This is Bolo Punch. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Logan Insurance is a 4-generation insurance family serving Indiana.